Welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a chicken and red lentil soup. It's for my friend Erin, who's on a crazy journey, and I just want you to know I love you, Erin, and I pray for you every day. If you don't know me, my name's Misty, and this is my channel, The Suburban Edge. I started The Suburban Edge as a way to leave a legacy for my children. I want them to learn how to cook food for themselves, but also to help me get past some of my issues with my breast cancer journey. Still on it, and just wanted to be able to look at my new self with love and not have all of those emotions that come with having things removed and surgery and hair loss and all of that. You know, I'm not a vain person. I'm a pretty basic, simple person, but it knocks you over. It's not easy. So if you've been through that, hey, come alongside me. Join me on the Suburban Edge. It's that place between the country and the city where together we learn how to make new, delicious meals, and where we learn how to grow our own food and cook from scratch and save money while doing it. So if you like that kind of stuff, come on, subscribe, join me, hit that notification bell, and also give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Today I'm making a chicken and lentil soup, and for that you will need 8 bone-in chicken thighs, because I'm doubling the recipe. And we're just going to sprinkle that with a little kosher salt. It's just salt. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle those with salt, both sides, and then let them sit for a minute. I am going to go wash my hands before I stick it back in the salt, because gross. Okay, side 2, we're going to sprinkle with salt. Also, for this recipe, you'll need 2, if you're doubling. I will be using 2 large onions, and they're thinly sliced, and 12 cloves of garlic. I will leave the recipe for one batch. It serves 4 people though, so it's not a lot. So that would be 6 cloves of garlic minced up, and that's the garlic. And you also need a cup of red lentils rinsed. Now, you can use the other colors of lentils if that's what you have. Just keep in mind the red lentils cook a little bit faster than the brown and green ones. So if you have the red lentils, follow along with me. But, you know, don't run out to the store just for that. Just keep in mind you will need more time. You will also need about 2 or 3 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice, which I don't have, so bottled is going to be just fine. You'll need 6 cups of water or chicken stock. I happen to have chicken stock, so I'm going to use that. Water's just fine because these are bone-in. They make their own stock. This will just make a much richer soup for us in the end. It will have some great chicken flavor. Now I'm going to let these sit here for a second while I chop my onion. You don't need to watch me chop my second onion. And then I'm going to run out to my day job, fix some stuff in the shop that needs to be fixed. Mark's waiting on me, and then I'll come back and I'll cook up this quick and easy, healthy and delicious chicken and lentil soup. Over medium-high heat, in a pretty good sized pot, we're going to heat up some cooking oil. About 2 tablespoons if you need measurements. Okay, that's warm enough. We're going to add our thinly sliced onion. It's going to be smelling so good up in here in a minute. And we want to season this with just a sprinkle or 2 of salt. That's going to draw the moisture out of the onions. Okay, I kind of lost track. I was doing something else, and they started to go. But it's not too far gone. They're still really usable. You're looking for something about like this. A little more golden brown, but it's gonna be fine. Now we're gonna add our garlic. And we want to just have that in there for a brief time. Get that really mixed in there. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. You want to have a bowl nearby, an empty one. You're going to, once the garlic is done cooking, You're going to pull the onions and garlic on out till the dish is done. We don't want to cook these any more than they are. So once the soup is done, we'll be adding this back in. Okay, so that's going to set aside. We have some lovely fond in the bottom of the pot. That is going to just add flavor to our soup. So next step, we're going to return this to medium-high heat, and we're going to put our lentils in. I think I'm going to add a little bit more oil just because I don't want the lentils sticking to the bottom, but we're going to add our lentils in. I had rinsed them earlier and they sort of are sticking together now. Not to worry. You can break that up with a spoon. Breaks up easier with your hands. I'm hoping that the love and healthy goodness of this soup will warm your heart and feed your body. I'm going to read off my phone because I can't even remember half the time why I am in the room, much less facts about red lentils. But I will tell you, red lentils are so good for you. They are so inexpensive and they are easy to cook. If you're not cooking with lentils, please, my dear friends, give this recipe a try. I think you will be impressed. But for those of you who are looking to eat healthier, check out some of this information about lentils. Fiber, really high in fiber. Lentils are in. We're going to sprinkle that with our turmeric, or some people say turmeric, and you know what? You do you, people. Mix that around and cook it, stirring a few times until fragrant, and it's only going to be about 30 seconds. They are a complex carbohydrate, and they're low in fat and calories, so they feed you without making you boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's looking good. It's smelling amazing. It's time to put our chicken in. They are a beneficial carbohydrate. If you're looking to boost your protein intake, these are a great way to do it. Let's see. They're naturally gluten-free, and their exceptionally low glycemic index and resistant starch content make lentils suitable for a diabetic diet. And now our 12 cups of liquid, whatever you got. I'm using a combination of chicken stock and water because that's what I have. I'm asking a lot of this pan, but I think I can do it. It's gonna be tight. Yeah, baby, it's full. See how full that is? It'll cook down, don't worry. It's worth noting that a diet high in fiber will reduce your blood cholesterol levels. So we're going to season it generously with salt and pepper. We're going to bring it to a simmer over medium-high heat, and then we're going to reduce the heat to low. So we're not going to bring this to any kind of rolling boil. If that were the case, I would have chosen a larger pot. A high intake fiber is associated with protection against developing colon cancer and type 2 diabetes. Again, you can cut this recipe in half and make just 4 chicken thighs. I'm greedy. I only want to cook once. It's just how I am. So I'm going to watch this and bring it to a simmer, and then I'm going to reduce it to a medium-low and stir it occasionally until the chicken is cooked through. That takes about 20 to 25 minutes. I'll come back when that's done. And half a cup of split red lentils has 230 milligrams of potassium. Why is that important? Well, potassium helps to counterbalance a high sodium diet. Our pre-made foods are full of salt. Okay, it's just starting to think about simmering, and I'm coming over to give it a nice little stir, kind of to pick up those lentils off the bottom. Nothing's sticking, so it's looking good. And now, once it really gets going, I will show you that, and then we'll turn it down. Meanwhile, I'm doing a lot of dishes. A lot of dishes. Out of all plant-based foods, lentils contain the most folate. Lighting a little bit so you might be able to see it better. Let's see if I can zoom in a little. We can catch it in the act of starting to simmer. It's not a boil, it's just little bubbles. And you see how foamy it is, and it's starting to get some movement? That's real close to being a simmer. Yep, it's simmering. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it from medium-high to medium-low. I'm going to cook it, I'm going to stir occasionally, and then I am going to wait for the chicken to be cooked through. Folate helps support red blood cell formation. If you're on chemo and you're on any other kind of medication that depletes your red blood cells, hit those lentils, people. Folate's good for you. About 10 minutes has passed, and you just want to occasionally stir it, get that chicken moved around. Pretty low tech, kind of nice. I guess I need to go change my shirts. I splattered myself with that turmeric-laden broth and thought I could just spot clean it, but I'm not that graceful, so. Alright, well that's going. I'm going to put on a dry shirt. Hi, I'm back, and I am going to check this chicken. I'm feeling like it's probably plenty hot. We're going for 165 for poultry. That's 180. Let's do another sample. Yeah, 177. So these are done. We're going to turn off the heat and remove the chicken to a rimmed baking sheet. I'm going to let this chicken cool for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to remove the skin and pull the meat off the bones, shred the meat, and return it back to the pot. Hi! See, I changed my shirt. Now it says Girls Gather, which is a shameless plug for my church's women's Bible study. Also, it's black, so less stains are going to show. What's up? Okay, the chicken has cooled down. I'm putting on these here gloves because I don't want my fingers to get stained from the turmeric. Okay, I'm going to attempt to put on these here. Okay, the gloves are almost on. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Alright, so I have this tray is going to be for the chicken I want to keep, and then this tray is where I'll put the skin and all that other stuff. So I'm just going to take a minute and debone this chicken, and I'm not going to make you watch. See you later. So that was tedious, I'm not going to lie, but I have all my lovely chicken pieces here. I did sort of shred them as I went, but the shreds are really long, so I'm just going to give them a rough chop. You don't want a giant piece of chicken in your mouth with your bowl of soup, or at least I don't. If you do, you, right? But I'm just going to chop them up roughly, and then they are going back in the soup pot. So this recipe calls for a half a cup of chopped parsley. This is cilantro. Don't put that in. I'll be right back. I'm just going to eyeball the parsley. That's how I do stuff. What I want to do is get all this chicken put back in here. Okay, so my chicken's in there. Oh, it's looking great. I want to get it heated up so that I can taste it and season it. Re-season it if I need to. Hey, we're pretty close there. Alright, back up just a little bit. So this is our onions and garlic that we cooked first. And by doing it this way, you're ensuring that they don't cook into nothing. You still have these lovely bits of onion in your soup bowl. All that long cooking would just dissolve the onion. So I'm going to get this heated up. I'm going to taste it. And then after it's the way we want it, then we're going to add some lemon juice to finish it off. I came over here to dish some into a bowl so I could taste it, but I didn't bring a bowl. What a nut. Okay, I gotta make sure I get a little bit of all the stuff. Look at that. So beautiful. I'll meet you over there and we'll do a little taste test. Okay, so I brought my soup over here. I have a little bit in the bowl. I'm going to give it a taste for seasonings. Now would be the time to add salt and pepper and whatnot. That, my friends, is delicious. So now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. That is going to change the flavor a little bit. Wow. That's so good. That's so good. If I have inspired you at all to make anything with lentils, let it be this soup. The recipe is linked down below. I'm glad I made a double batch. It's so good. Wow. And yeah, that's good. I'm happy. Thanks for watching The Suburban Edge. Thanks for joining me on the edge. I love having you here. And I love cooking for you. And if you made this dish, leave me a comment down below. If you have any ideas for what you'd like to see us do, leave a comment down below. And please subscribe. We need you on our team. So thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.